Salutations, I'm Steve and welcome to my very first 50-50 Friday. I'm calling it 50-50 Friday because I'm going to be taste testing two different martinis and there's a 50% chance I'll like the first one more than the second one. The other 50% is that it's the other way around. So, the very first martini we're doing today is the classic martini. The recipe calls for 2 ounces of gin and then a 1/4 ounce of dry vermouth. Got to get ourselves a lemon twist and then an olive. They say to shake in an ice-filled shaker and pour into a cocktail glass, so that's exactly what we're going to do. So, let's go ahead and get 2 ounces. Close enough. And a 1/4 ounce of the dry vermouth. Also close enough. Now, we shake what my mother bought me. Woo. Very cold. Very loud. Alright, I'd say I got most of it. Now we need the lemon peel. We'll double up. And then the single olive. One of my brother's favorites. Not the cocktail, but the olive itself. And let's give this opaque fellow a sip. A lot more palatable than I initially wrote down in the book when I tried this several years ago. Probably because I've deteriorated my palate due to drinking whiskey straight for a while. But actually, with the lemon peel, it's not that bad. If you're not used to the hard alcohol, it's definitely going to be pretty tough to drink straight. But I like it so far. I will report back when this is gone and I'm ready to make the second one. Alright, we are back after the first martini here, and we're going to do the second one called the Smokey Martini. Despite the name, there's no actual burning of wood or utilization of smoke. All it really is just a little bit of scotch. So the recipe is going to be 3 ounces of gin, 1/2 ounce of this dry vermouth, and then a teaspoon of the scotch. And then shaking that, and then add yourself a lime or a lemon twist. So we're going to go ahead and get started. 3 ounces of this. It's a little much. I'll do a little less on the next ounce. Definitely want to do this one last. All right. We are on to the vermouth. Just going to be a 1/2 ounce. That is more than a 1/2 ounce. That's good. Good enough. got our special little teaspoon beaker. Probably not necessary, but comical nonetheless. There, good enough. Splash of scotch.
What was your overall thoughts on the first martini?
Easier to palate than years ago, but not as bad as I thought. So that's a good or a bad thing. Depends on your point of view in that case. But let's go ahead and shake this up. And near freeze my hands in the process, but it's got a few more fluid ounces than the last one. Lastly, we need our lemon twist. Good enough. All right, time to take a sip of this also opaque cocktail. Not as dreadful as I thought it was going to be, but not great. I think it's the extra gin and vermouth that's doing it, but it could be that scotch making it taste a little smoky. So, I think the first one is better than the second one here. This has been my 50-50 Friday. I'll be coming in later with my check-in video as well. But as always, if you're still watching, thank you very much. If you have any comments, feel free to comment them below and I'll try to address them in my next video. And as always, I will see you next week.